Hey guys, how's it going? David here from Zeal.com. You might know me from the GZ podcast, and I am bringing you the all-promised Surface 2 review. So Joey, why don't you head on over here and we'll get started about the Surface 2. Alright, so here it is, the Surface 2. So let's look at the outside and the physical body first before we go into it. So on this side here we have pretty standard, we have a speaker, a headphones input jack and volume control. On the other side here we have the power output and input, and then we have a USB port, HDMI, and another little speaker. So the HDMI and USB here open up lots of potential for things like hooking this up to my TV, using it as a second screen on my PC, and then for USB I can use a mouse and another keyboard. I can hook my camera up into it, upload photos onto it, so that's pretty cool. And so back here we have this little thing, which I thought was pretty neat, and this allows it to lean, and then there's two settings for that. And so that's really nifty if you want to use it more like a PC than a tablet. So if we open it up here, we see we have my nice little here blue keyboard. So let's say if I was out in public with this and I was using it, let's say like on the bus or train or something, I can use it as a tablet like this, just by folding the keyboard up. So now the keyboard's back here, but it turns off, so it's not reacting to my touch anymore. So I won't be typing nonsense. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can simply just switch it around and use it like that. And so another cool little feature that I discovered was I was using this on while I was sitting on my couch with blankets over me, and I was trying to have it on an even surface. It was pretty hard. So what I discovered is that if you go like this and then open up your thing, this creates a nice even surface for you, so that you can use it on any sorts of surfaces, hence the name, and use it. So let's go actually into the software here a little bit. So this is Windows 8. I bet you guys have seen this before. So I have, well, let's talk about the app choice a little bit here. So the apps, I've talked about it, are pretty rough. Not very good choice in the apps. There's no like Instagram, there's no Pandora app, there's no official YouTube app. So the app choice is pretty bad, but the Internet Explorer app actually works very well. It reminds me much of just like a normal PC. So the Internet Explorer app is very helpful for things like Pandora and all that. So let's talk about moving around a little bit while we're down here. So if you swipe from the left to the right, you can go to what you were doing, whatever you were last doing. And so I was last on Pandora, and so it's kind of like a back button at any point. And then also, if you take your mouse, move it up to the top left-hand corner, and then move it down a little bit, you can see what you have open. And then to close something, you simply just pull it over, swipe it down, it goes away. And then also we have this swipe from left to the right, and then this opens up a bunch of cool little possibilities, and I'll go into that in a little bit. So let's talk about the compatibility with your Xbox, because it is really cool and very interesting. So if I go to Smart Glass here, and by the way, that's just about the normal load time for most things, just so that you get an idea here. So I'm connected to my Xbox, and I'm sure some of you guys have Smart Glass if you have an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One. Really nifty little thing. So this is basically the controls. You have, A, B, X, and Y, and then I can just move my Xbox around here, as you can see. I'm not using the controller, I'm just moving this around so I can do stuff on here. So that's just pretty cool, like basic cool little Smart Glass functionality. I can go and check out my profile if I want, and see what I was doing, see what my friends were doing, watch my game clips on here. So that's pretty cool, pretty basic. And then that's also available for the Xbox 360. But here's a pretty cool little thing that I realized, is that there is this little button if you go over here that says Devices. Now this allows you to wirelessly print and connect to PCs and all this stuff. So if I would go over to here and I'm listening to my Pandora like I was earlier, and so I'm listening to my Pandora songs and I want to listen to it louder, I just swipe over here, or a lot of through better speakers. I say I have a pretty nice soundbar, and I go to devices, play, and then see here. This is Juan. This is my Xbox Juan. Connect, and we'll give it a second to load. Go up to the music. Look at that, just like that. I'm now listening to it through my Xbox. Now this is cool because now I can go home and I can keep using my Surface, and if I hit my volume button, I actually can control it from right here, so I can pause it and play it again. So this is really cool. And as you guys know also, I can still use my Xbox while the music is playing. I just can't do anything else that uses sound. So that was a really cool feature that I figured out. So let's go ahead and pause that. So that's really cool. And another thing that this allows you to do actually is this is still in the early phases of development, and it's a little sketchy. But if you go to devices, and then you go to I believe project, and you connect to a PC. I don't have a PC right now. You can actually stream. It's kind of like the Xbox Cloud function. Is you can stream like data and RAM into your Surface via a nice PC. So I only know this off of a video that I saw on YouTube, but this guy he has a gaming computer and he was streaming that to his Surface and he was playing on his Surface. So that's pretty cool. I probably wouldn't use it a lot, but it's a pretty cool little function here. So that's basically a nice little rundown of the Surface here. Pretty poor app choice. It glitches and bugs a few times. This is not the first time we've recorded this. We've had a few tries because it's been a little bit glitchy and buggy a few times. But it's a good tablet. I enjoy it probably more than the iPad, and I think that it's a good buy. Definitely buy the keyboard with it. Very cool integration with the keyboard, and I really look forward to exploring more of this stuff. And if I figure anything else out, I'll definitely tell you guys. So thank you for watching. Check it out on GameZeal.com, and don't forget to tune in and listen to our Game of Zeal podcast. And we will see you guys soon. Are you recording?
I'm recording for like 10 minutes, son.
Oh, dude, delete that. We don't need
What
that.
the flip?
I didn't know you were recording.